Hola. Hola. What is this? See, listen. Listen to me. How y'all doing? How y'all been? It's been a long time. That time just flies by, I'm telling you. But listen, my journey is over, but also just beginning. You know the journey that I told y'all I was about to start? Well, I completed something. I'll tell you about that in another video. But either way, that's why I was gone. I didn't have the time. I was waking up at 6, there from 7:30 to 5:30. Child, it was a lot. And now, I mean, it's been about a week or two since when did I pass my test? I think I passed my test last Wednesday. Yeah, but now I'm done with that, and now my new journey that starts. I'm really not gonna have time. I'm gonna have to give me an iPad, I think, to take with me to record. Either way, how y'all doing? How y'all been? So, do y'all like these braids? I'm really struggling. Ow, with my lip. She would come calling me back. I can't answer right now, girl. I called my cousin on Facebook, and now she's calling me back. But let me stay focused. So let's give that a chance to stop. And I'll call her back later. But either way, this is so ghetto. With my hair, right? So these braids, oh my gosh, Facebook, how long do you ring? So remember I was doing the twist, right? It's looking a little fuzzy, but that's okay. It's like maybe 4 or 5 days old or something. So I like the braids better than the twists. This is all me still trying to get used to this stuff. So it's a work in progress, right? Getting used to this style alone. But I feel like I have to go through this in order to grow my hair back. So this is where we are. And I'm not gonna straighten it until next year. And then I think I'm gonna go into the roller sets. I'm over the bone straight. I'm sure now I want the fluffy curls, the big hair. I think it's because I'm 40. It's time to mature and do something different. And y'all know I can't do wigs and weaves and stuff. I probably wouldn't do that if I could either way. But I love the color, but you can tell the difference in the color, right? So the ends they just look scraggly and kind of dead, if you will. But I don't want to cut them off just yet. I'm not ready to let it go. And then I'm going to be back to the dark hair. But hey, as long as the gray ain't coming through yet, then I'm just going to keep these little stupid things. But the girls the young ladies on TikTok and YouTube say if you do the mini twists and the mini braids for quite some time, your hair will grow because you're not manipulating it a lot. And we all know that if I'm not straightening it, which I do believe it can grow, the whole point is routine, right? Get into a routine and keep it, and that will help your hair grow. But the whole point for me is to keep my hands out of my hair and not manipulating it so much. So these braids will help with that. I did not know this braid was this big. I was just grabbing, like you see the parts ain't really straight. I was just grabbing and going, whatever. Either way, this is different for me, but here we are. We have to learn to love, which is so sad, right? We have been taught for so long that our hair is not good enough, and that's sad. So, which I see nothing wrong with straightening your real hair at all, but to not even wear your real hair sometimes, it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. Anyway, so I'll be watching my favorite couple down on Facebook. They're called, I think their name is Chan and somebody now. They used to be called The Creatives, a married couple. I think they about late 30s. But anyway, he got on there today and he was like, create the content. And I know this in my brain, you know, which is why I'm here. But he's talking about Facebook content. He was talking about his checks, 22,000, 28,000, 40,000. I'm like, what? And I feel like I heard not too long ago that Facebook is where it's at, but everybody act like YouTube is where it's at, but Facebook is really where it's at. I just don't know how to start with Facebook because you post on YouTube, you continue to post, it'll constantly grow, right? Just the more you post, people will find you. But I feel like on Facebook, since they have personal pages and they have business pages, and you have to follow. Like I'm trying to figure out, does Facebook have open? I don't know the word for it. You know how you get on YouTube and you can just find people, right? By whatever topic you're looking for. That's not really what people do on Facebook. You know, now I guess when you're scrolling, people will pop up. But if you're only looking at your friends, you're more than likely aren't going to find any people, or you're not going to search for a topic in Facebook. So I'm just trying to see how someone will run across you without requesting you or without following you or looking you up from another platform. But maybe it is like YouTube where the more you post, the more you'll be seen. But my thing is, I don't know what to do over there. Like this, I can talk to y'all. I have my other reaction channel with the with your jig, which I'm so mad about that because I want to get back to reacting to those videos, but like on my phone, I'm scrolling, and then it stops. Only like 4 weeks in, when I need to go 4 months back. And then I get on my computer, I'm scrolling. I'll get to like 3 months, and then it'll say, oops, we had trouble, we gotta reload. And they don't put their videos in playlists, which is so dumb, and I don't think they understand that. Somebody over there don't know what they're doing, because when you have a series of something, you need to have playlists. And we all know, if y'all know Country Lane, he does storyline skits. So if I run across a skit on Facebook, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I wonder if they have more with these people. Okay, I find out there's more. But then I can't go back and watch it because they're all out of whack. And I have to scroll, and my page ain't gonna let me scroll. And now I can't go back and watch from the very beginning of the storyline. So just something people need to think about. Like, hey, let me put this in the playlist so people can watch these different storylines. But anyway, I just don't know what to do on Facebook. And it's crazy because I'm comfortable on YouTube, but other platforms, I'm nervous. Because I think different platforms have different audiences. And I feel like on Facebook, people say whatever the hell. YouTube, I feel like here and there, people will come and say whatever the hell they want. But for the most part, it's going to be your people that's commenting and interacting with you. For Facebook, I feel like Facebook and TikTok, anybody and everybody just be saying anything. Although that stuff doesn't bother me. But I don't know. Either way, I just don't know what to do on Facebook. But I want to do something over there. I just don't know what to do. Maybe it'll come to me one day. Because if I can get, first of all, if I got a check for $26,000, I know in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of money. But if you're getting that lump sum at one time, for a lot of people, that's a lot of money. Like my brain is like, oh, I can quit my job. I'm like, I got no job. But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I don't have to work for a few months because I have $22,000. Not knowing that won't last forever. But that's when you just gotta keep figuring out how to create that over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? If any of you have any ideas about what I could possibly do over on Facebook, let me know. I don't know how their money works, if it works the same as YouTube. I know YouTube goes by the AdSense, but I don't know. And the ads that you play during the video, you know, I try not to put ads because y'all like to chew in and sometimes are going to sleep to it and I don't want to interrupt. But I don't know if that will be the same thing over on Facebook if I decided to do the same thing. I would never do this over there though, because this is like personal, me and you, y'all my peeps. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking on the phone right now. What you doing today? What you got going on? Okay, girl, I'll call you back. Or okay, boy, I'll call you back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Either way, what are y'all doing for y'all nails? My nails aren't coming back the way that I want them to. I think I'm to the point now where I'm like, okay, I know I've said this before, right? And I know I'm 40, but I just want to be fancy and girly all the time. But it's crazy because this new career that I've embarked on, some girls can pull it off, but I wouldn't be comfortable with what I just decided to go into and trying to be fancy. You know, I just wouldn't feel comfortable at all. Because with this, I need to be comfy at all times. Comfy, cozy is what I would need to be. So I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, what if I made some tortillas last night and I've been trying to back off the sugar. I was supposed to start Monday, right? I had no sugar. And then I went into Dollar Tree and they had this, I think it's called Craters popcorn, caramel apple popcorn. And I had it like 2 weeks ago. And then I found it in the Dollar Tree. Again, it wasn't there. I had been looking. And then it popped up. And I was like, ooh, let me get 2 bags of these. Trying to convince myself that it really wasn't sugar. Knowing deep down inside it is sugar. So I ate 1 bag. And I was like, I shouldn't have ate that because that was nothing but sugar. And then I was like, well, I might as well eat the other bag because I'm going to start over tomorrow with no sugar since I already indulged in sugar today. So I ate half the bag. Halfway through that second bag, my stomach was hurting so bad. But I didn't stop. I just continued to eat it because I didn't want to waste it because it was so good. Sugar is the devil. Did I tell y'all that I made a cake? I made my husband's favorite chocolate cake. And the recipe is from Cooking with Carolyn. It's a sour cream chocolate cake, I'm pretty sure. Either way. So in my brain, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna make this cake. Let me grease this pan real good. I like this cake on fire and be amazing. Grease the pan real good, bake it. And I was having trouble with keeping the the cake, because I think my oven is off. Remember I think I told y'all? So I've been having a hard time with keeping the cake from cooking too fast and being dry. Like I never have the issue with baking. But anyway, so I had ended up greasing it real good. I was like, ooh, when I turn this out, it's going to be great. It's just going to come right out the pan. It's going to be delicious. So why I go to turn the cake pan over, and immediately I thought, girl, you are so slow. You buttered the pan, but you did not flour it. As I'm turning the cake over, this is what I'm thinking. Why didn't you flour the cake pan? Are you okay? Are you slow? It must be something. Something ain't right in that brain of yours. So, turned the cake over. I'm banging, banging, banging in hopes that the cake will come out. And so, well, at first when I turned over, because nothing came out. Banging, 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 banging. Nothing came out. Banging, 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 banging again. Why did half of the cake come out? It was whole. It was a full circle, but only half of it, like it was sliced in half, came out. I was so irritated, girl. I mean, boy, whoever you are. And so I had to go in with my silicone spatula and I'm going along the sides trying to, it slid down there easy. And so I'm thinking, okay, I got it. Turned it over. Only like a big chunk was stuck in the pan, but the rest came out. So I'm like trying to piece the cake back together. It was an absolute disaster. But the cake was damn good, okay? It was moisturized. No, it was moist. It was delicious, okay? Just chocolatey deliciousness. And so I made the ganache, however you say it, and I just poured it on. Girl, boy, that cake was banging. Do you hear me? It was one of the ugliest cakes I made, but it was darn delicious, okay? And see what I had to do? I had to use my lighter coated bundt cake pan, and I turned the temperature down to 325. I think it was probably like 35 minutes, but that kept it from cooking too fast, and it wasn't like burnty or nothing like that. It wasn't dry. It was moist and delicious. Okay, so I was proud of myself, but then I was mad that it was ugly. And of course, my husband was like, "Girl, it's gonna go down the same way with some ice cream." Okay, so let me go. I just wanted to check in. Okay, I will be back soon, but I ain't making no promises because we got real life, right? We got real life. Let me know what I should do on Facebook. I wish I could try to cook. I really do. I really do. But I don't know. I don't have like original recipes. These people be coming out with. Maybe I could review other people's recipes. Okay, I don't know. I gotta go. Remember to smile, cause you're beautiful, and love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, why would anyone else? Till next time. Bye.